Ah, yes. When you need to get stoned as fuck after a long day of bullshit work, maybe you are a glazier and you put in windows. Maybe you swing some kind of hammer to build or to destroy. Cali OG Kush, rated High Times Magazine's #1 weed strain, cultivated by the popular grow team known as the Jungle Boys. OG Kush has been named the strongest strain on Earth by High Times Magazine. This is a rigorous examination of various things, THC, CBD levels, as well as regional breakdowns of the charts. High Times gives you the information and the truth. Just a moment. Hello?
Hey, are you there?
Hey, what's up, Brandon?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Doing good. I was just doing this little promo for High Times. Sort of just promoting the marijuana industry out here. It's going to be exploding in 2018 when California goes completely legal.
What is it currently? It's not completely legal yet?
No, it's illegal.
Not
it's
recreational.
illegal. It's still decriminalized. But next year it goes, I don't know exactly the extent of the legality. Obviously, any kind of grow operation is going to need to have permits, and they've got all that set up. But you can't even get permits yet. You can't even get on a waiting list. That all happens in 2018. I don't really know a lot about it. I should be taking biting a piece out of that action because it's going to be so much money coming into the state.
Yeah, I bet you could get some work on the farms, like harvesting, trimming, gathering.
Yeah, literal ground roots. I don't know. I'm 32, man. I think that's a little bit.
Your farm days are over?
Yeah, I think so.
I got one hand on the plow right now, man. I'm working hard. I'll never stop farming.
Really? What are you farming?
Various things, mint and lemon mint and chocolate mint.
Basil?
No basil this year.
Do you have spearmint?
Yeah, we got spearmint in the back. We got lavender this season as well. So.
LavonD.
LavonD.
Apple mint. Sure. Pennyroyal. Mentha arvensis. Water mint. Mentha longfolia. Mentha canadensis.
A pack of cools. I planted a pack of cools the other day.
Mentha crispata. Mentha requieni. Mentha asiatica. Hello, everybody. Welcome into another episode of 1-2 Review, the podcast where me, Luke, the strip club DJ, my friends Alex and Brandon review movies on a very simple rating scale. 1, if we didn't like it. 2, if we did. For those of you familiar with the podcast, you know how it is. We go to 20 and then we call it a day. For those of you not familiar with the podcast, I just told you. All right, kick the intro. 1, 2, review.
Hey, good afternoon. How's it going?
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, what's up, guys?
It's going great.
It's afternoon time. We normally record in the morning, and it's afternoon.
Well, I would say it's rounding the nighttime base for Brandon over there. It's about 7 p.m.
7:02
New York time.
Eve.
Wow.
That's right.
Wow.
Eve is
That's
upon
crazy
us.
to think about.
By the way, thank you, Brandon, for coming in so late. I had a little dental work done today. I have a complete mouth now. I had a missing filling that needed to be restored, and now I have a complete smile again. So thank you guys for waiting for me to do that. And I was a little worried I would have the numb mouth, but none of that. I have an excellent dentist, so I'm good to go.
Exciting.
Good to hear. It looks nice. It's a nice smile. You can't see it, Brandon, but it's a beautiful one.
Yeah, Alex really got in there and checked because I always ask for a second opinion after I get the work done.
Great.
So that was Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Alex is a DDS. He is a dentist.
Amateur dentist, guys. Amateur.
You have that license.
Well, it's not real. It's not a real one. But I am fascinated with teeth and mouths, and I dabble when I can. But yeah, nothing official. Don't come to me with questions.
So you guys feeling good? You feeling pumped after this push-ups last week?
I am. I'm feeling great. I feel great. I should do, 20 push-ups every week.
We should.
Yeah. We should. Brandon, how's your back?
It's great. No longer a weak back.
Powerful
Really?
back, powerful
Those
back.
10 push-ups did it. I ate a couple apples and did 10 push-ups.
I thought you were supposed to do.
20.
Didn't we get to
20
21?
push-ups or 21.
Yeah.
I did.
For sure.
Well, it's okay. You'll make up this week. We'll add on the points from this week, since as carryover, and you can do 30 this week.
But also with that, I guess we should talk about the scoring system before we get into it, so then we can just do it when it's time, right? Luke and I went to a nursery this week, and we picked up some seeds. It's a little late in summer to be planting, but we've decided to plant. We're going to plant each of our votes, a different seed for each kind of a review point, and then eventually we'll have 20 or so beautiful flowers.
What kind of seeds?
Yeah, we've got a variety, Brandon. We've got pumpkin. I've got an apple seed, sunflower, green bean, mint. Did I say mint already?
We have no 2 seeds. We have one of many different seeds. So I don't know how you're going to decide which ones to plant, and maybe not all will get planted. But
well, they're a little satchel, little artisan satchel they sent us along with. They're very nice people over at Omar's Nursery here in lovely Los Angeles, and we told them about the podcast. They were fans, so they just gave us the seeds, and we're gonna find out. They give us a mixed bag, and some of them I can identify.
Some I can identify.
Some Alex can, and some we have no idea. So I've got that little, the ubiquitous little black cuppy egg holder type planter thing. And we got one of those with 20 little slots, and once we fill it up, those are the seeds we've got.
Any questions?
Yeah, I do have a question. I'm raising my hand. I guess you guys can't see me. How long are they going to take to grow?
Who knows? Depends on the seed, and so who knows? We have no idea.
At least a day.
Yeah,
very minimum.
At least a day.
I mean, how much? I think even the Jack and the Beanstalk ones, I think those grew overnight even, and those were super magical. So we can't be hoping for results anytime soon.
You could have got some of those seeds.
We could. Probably, hopefully one, because they gave us one of different seeds.
Great.
Anyway, well, that's fun. Let's get into this. Yeah, you guys ready?
Ready as ever. Buckle up.
I'm ready.
Yeah? All right, guys, let's do our first movie. The first film that we're going to review this week is called Pet Stomp. This is exactly what it sounds like. Well, maybe it's not exactly what it sounds like. This is a documentary, or maybe a documentary, a filming of a live event. It's Stomp, the 1996, 1995 Broadway hit Stomp, where people used trash cans and stuff and non-traditional musical instruments to make a musical. This is Stomp, but with pets. So this was lots of animals doing lots of tricks, lots of, again, musicians using animals in different ways to make different noises. I was worried that some of the animals might be hurt when I first heard about this. I imagine them throwing dogs around and stuff. And there is actually them throwing dogs around. But the animals seemed very happy. Everything seemed above board with them. And it seemed like an overall good experience for everyone. The music was surprisingly engaging for me. I could keep going. Any you guys have any thoughts about this film?
Yeah, the music was great. The production values were high, as you said. There were dogs flying around. No complaints on my end. The only thing I would say that was slightly annoying were the human participants in the show that were all like dressed in black, wearing like black spandex, kind of like behind the dogs, helping them out sometimes. It took me out of it a little bit, but in the end of the day, they were animals like playing music. It was like incredible.
I mean, yeah, to a certain degree, you have to just grab the dog and make him smack the trash can. But they did get very creative with not only the variety of animals, birds, as we know, are very musical already in nature. The variety of animals was phenomenal. Birds, cats. I liked the one where they had the little cats all huddled around a tiny like spool playing cards. And they used that fake mouse on a magnet to have the cats all smack in time. Smacking the table, smacking the drinks they had there.
There's an ostrich plays a piano at one point, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
some non-traditional pets.
You guys loved the music. Honestly, I thought a lot of times it was off key and out of beat, but I didn't really expect a lot coming from animals that don't really have that sort of background in in training and music.
I
So
went into it thinking it was kind of going to be more experimental and avant-garde, and I was definitely right. Yeah, when I say great music, it was definitely more experimental, but it was still great.
Yeah, I had a calendar when I was a kid of elephant paintings, like done by an elephant, and they weren't good, but they were good because they were done by an elephant. So yeah, same as this, like that song, that cover. I think they do a Journey cover. What is that movie, Faithfully or whatever by Journey? Those dogs do a cover of it, and it's not good, but it's incredible because it's done by dogs. It's my thought anyway.
Well, I actually like the dogs version better.
Yeah, well, you're not a Journey fan, but
We should say that there was only one animatronic animal. That was the snake. They couldn't train a snake, so they had to make that an animatronic. But one out of hundreds almost.
That was a strange and kind of shocking turning point in the narrative, where the snake bites the cat and pulls it in the darkness of the alleyway. Like that was like the big percussive hit when the cat, got bit by that snake and got pulled in the alleyway. That was really shocking. I thought that was a very interesting choice, smart choice, because you don't really feel so emotionally connected to a bunch of dogs getting tossed around.
But when National Geographic happens in front of you like that, you're taken aback.
Right. It helps remind you of the rawness of nature. It doesn't really conform to society's rules.
And the rawness of the beats, and how the beats don't conform to any rules either.
yeah, which might have been the point of the film. Either one of those,
That's interesting, yeah.
or somewhere in the middle, or neither of those. It might have just been an exploitation of some animals. But either way, very enjoyable. If I was to review this, which I think I'm about to, I give it a 2.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like I said, some of the beats really threw me. It was hard to really catch what kind of rhythm, what it was. But at the end of the day, this creative endeavor gets a 2 for me.
2 points for me as well. It was great. I immediately went home and downloaded the soundtrack. I was listening to it on the way to work this morning. So 2 points.
Cool. Pet Stomp gets 6 seeds.
6
in
points.
the seed tray.
In the seed tray. Okay, here we go.
Fast planter.
Yeah, that sounds more like water dropping in a glass than we actually had when we were dropping drops of water in glasses.
It's a fortified soil that kind of has a spongy, watery consistency to it. So yeah, you're going to get that sound effect with the seeds.
Exciting.
With the soil that we're using today.
Speaking of soil, we should go to a sponsor.
Dr. Megan Branch, head of neuroscience technology at Washington State University, has developed a death simulator to help make actual death less scary. Neuroscience has discovered that experiencing a trauma multiple times makes that trauma less traumatizing. By facing death, we fear it less. Multiple simulators are available. Experience a head-on collision, a drowning at the lake, or a stab victim. Family discount is available.
Wow, that sounds really good. I want to try that.
I'll definitely be trying that soon.
Alex, are you going to be trying that soon?
I will try that very soon.
Oh, very soon. Okay, excellent.
Soon. I would like to try that.
Well, we should always try all of our sponsors as they are on our show. But I think we should, more importantly, do another movie.
Right on the movie train. Let's hop on. Toot toot.
All right. Our next movie, this one, an interesting exploration in horror. And I'll just go ahead and kick it to you guys. The woods just got scarier when a young man gets locked in an outhouse deep in the Washington woods. Now, did we all have a chance to see this? Alex, did you see this one?
I did.
Great, Brandon, did you get a chance to catch this flick?
I definitely saw Outhouse. Yes, I pre-ordered my tickets. I was excited for this one.
Yeah, I like this one. We got to see it in theaters. Luke and I went and saw this one. I love this kind of movie. I like, movies like The Descent, when those girls are trapped in the cave. I like, even like that Colin Farrell. I know that's not how you say it. Phone booth movie. I like people trapped in things trying to get out.
I mean, there's the shark one. There's 72 Hours. There's The Rock, where the guy's stuck. James Franco's stuck in a rock. I almost prefer it when the space is smaller. There's less to kind of wrap my mind around. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys.
Yeah.
But,
because he's got
it's
he's got his phone in this. He's got his phone. There's a magazine. There's a big scrubby brush to clean the outhouse, and that's about it, right?
Yeah, we
That's,
should say the majority of the film takes place inside the outhouse, and it's from his point of view. And we hear a lot of strange noises. We have a few brief encounters with some unknown creatures that disturb the outhouse in the middle of the night, which was very scary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to spoil too much, but I do want to sort of tease this movie because I definitely want our viewers just to come see it. I don't want to spoil my review either, but there are spiders in the outhouse as well, and parts on this gentleman that any gentleman.
Right. I don't think you need to say anymore. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's and after that, even there's some twist to this film. It gets good. It gets real good towards the end. We shouldn't say anything because if you say anything, it really ruins the end.
Absolutely.
You did say there's a brush in there.
Hey, don't say anything else.
I was gonna say maybe there was hair on the brush. Maybe there wasn't hair stuck to the brush.
Don't say anything, man. Don't ruin it.
What this kind movie, of hair? Was it a woman's hair, man's hair, beard hair?
Stop. Because there are certain films that are like worth experiencing. I don't know. You got to experience the twist or whatever. Yeah. So,
now, let me ask you guys on a personal level: have you ever experienced an outhouse, an actual outhouse, like a real, just a shack over a hole?
My gut says yes, but I can't actually.
Yeah, definitely
locate the memory.
A lot of campsites have they're not quite outhouses.
The latrine.
I'm not talking about a porta potty. I'm not talking about a porta potty, Brandon. I'm talking about a real outhouse
in the woods. No.
In the woods,
no,
yeah.
No.
Yeah, I can't say that I have either.
And now I'm kind of scared too. So,
it's definitely on my planner. Of sort of a staycation. You know, here in LA, we get pampered a lot, and we want to sort of push the limits on fear and excitement. After seeing this movie, I booked an outhouse, somewhere in the Sierra Nevada mountains. That's coming up in a month. I'll review that later.
Yeah, it's like the Airbnb thing, but for outhouses, right? I heard about that.
Yeah. We're reaching out to them for one of our sponsors. That's all we're really going to say about that. And we're very secretive on this review.
Yeah, let's not say anything else. Let's just give it some numbers really quick, actually.
I mean, this is hard to for me.
It ran long for me. 3 hours was a lot of time to spend with a man in an outhouse, but just the things that happen, get a 2 from me.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to give it a 2. This is a must-see. Go out to the theater and see this film immediately.
A solid 2. Wink, wink.
Hey, good one.
Hey, all right. No spoilers.
All right, pop 6 of those seeds in there. Do you notice any of these seeds specifically? Can you identify these? I'm not actually in the room. We are in separate rooms right now. I'm not in the planting room.
I just planted a poppy. I just planted a lemon. That's a tree. For those of you unfamiliar to the world of botany. And right here I've got, let's see, this looks like flax, grass, some kind of Kentucky blue, and a cherry pit.
Sour diesel.
And a sour diesel. That's weed. That's cannabis, sativa. But generally those plants don't mature. Well, let's just say it's going to be legal. It's all above ground.
By the time that thing grows up.
No pun intended.
Well, there we go.
There we go. Done. I'm excited.
6 more up on the botany board.
Are any of those growing yet? You see any signs of life yet?
Well, let me water them a little bit.
Sounds really watery already.
Oh, that's true.
Add some more water. You do your thing, man. I'm not over there.
Okay. No, nothing's growing yet, Brandon.
Okay, we'll come back.
These things take time.
Hey, let's go to a sponsor, and then we'll check back after the sponsor.
Okay.
Pishpoo Foods brings you Mega Soup. Mix, match, and create new soups in our custom large and mega mugs.
Wow.
Look for our 8-spout Mega Fountain for hot and cold soup combinations to satisfy your cravings of the day and help you deal with hot or cold weather.
Phew.
The extra large insulated straw lets you sip on the go. Our reusable Mega Mugs are only $8.99 and come with unlimited $2.99 refills. Mega Soup is available in most premium convenience stores and mini marts.
Nice.
Slurp one today.
Wow, that sounds great.
Again,
I
something
like that sponsor. Yeah,
I need to try that immediately.
I think I want to try that very soon.
Alex, you're trying that soon, right?
I don't know if this joke works.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Yeah, I don't know either. Okay.
Alex, are you going to be trying this soon?
I'm going to try this one too.
Great.
Okay, great.
What's the next movie we're reviewing?
All right, the next film that we're going to review is a film called LavonD. This is the sexcapade, the sexy tale, the kind of life and times of a man named LavonD Delcroix. It's a French film. It is subtitled. It is a very romantic movie. This is a very sexy man. He reminded me a lot of a Gerard Depardieu, but a younger version and a little bit of a Fabio mixed in there. I must say, quite an attractive man, and he gets around in some beautiful ways. I must say, some beautifully shot sex scenes. I guess it's weird to talk about it for some reason. To me, it's kind of like a romantic novel come to life. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I thought it was great. I mean, a lot of people seem to like 50 Shades of Grey, and it's a little bit kinkier, but I like an old romantic tale. I don't need the kink. I just want the love story. And if there's sex, that's a bonus.
It was so romantic. Very, very romantic. Took me away to a different time and place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd say there's not a lot of sex in this film, like actual sex, but a lot of like romancing and foreplay and building up to it.
A lot of eye tension, a lot of winking, some casual
a lot of eyes,
hair
a lot
play.
of shots of eyeballs and hair play and fingers
hair touching an arm,
necks.
lips touching a finger.
Yeah, just lots of body parts kind of touching body parts.
That's about as
gently brushing against each other.
That's about as sexy as it gets, but definitely not as romantic as it gets. There's a lot of writing sweet cards. There's a lot of buying flowers. There's a lot of surprise vacations. So romantic. It's
basically this guy. It's kind of his life, or at least the exciting part, I suppose, of his life. And we see him. He goes through a few relationships, right? He's what I'd call two of those, at least, very serious long-term relationships, and then a couple of minor ones, and then a couple of exciting kind of flings or whatever. It's just kind of, again, his sex stories. It's like if this guy was to talk to you in a bar or whatever. So it's like unnecessary for me. The film was kind of unnecessary in that sense. Like, why did I care about this guy? But again, really very romantic. I felt a little, I don't know what to call the feeling I got from this film.
It's romance.
Have you never felt romantic before, Alex?
I mean, I've never had a man, ride up to me on a horse.
Yeah, but LavonD does sweep you away, man or woman or whatever gender you may be. Mm-hmm. You will be swept away by LavonD.
Well, and there's the scene with the dog, and he doesn't. There's no sex with animals or anything, but like there's a romance scene with the dog. Like, would you guys agree that was a romance scene?
The dog.
They go out on a walk and a little picnic thing, and
yeah, the dog's freaking out in the yard, and he just takes his finger and puts it over the dog's lips, and then the dog gets that starry look and then a tear.
Then they go on a date.
For this walk, and I'd call it a date too. Yeah,
right.
But I was okay with it. I was totally okay with it.
Did you guys see it in 3D, or did you just see the standard 2D screening?
Yeah, 3D, of course. I think a film like this, you should.
Yeah, without that third dimension, I feel like a lot of the romance could have been lost, but they really did it tastefully.
Yeah, the 3D really enhanced, the depth of the romance,
There's that candle lighting scene, and in the 3D it's cool because it's like his hand with the the longer candle or whatever that he's using to light all the candles. Blah 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 blah. He's like just coming at you a lot. You get this candle.
Yeah, it comes at you a lot, and then he's feeding his date, and the hand comes out with the grape, and I almost wanted to bite the grape in the theater. You're
not the only one, man.
I saw a lot of people biting the air with that grape came out. Absolutely.
Yeah. So you review it? What do you guys think?
LavonD, wow, what an artistic and tastefully done tale of romance that really isn't represented in 2017. And everyone's very snarky, very tongue-in-cheek when it comes to rom-coms and stuff like that, and it's nice to see a revisiting of this genre. I give it a 1 because it was too romantic.
Okay, all right, yeah. That's fair.
I mean, this absolutely goes without saying, but romance is not dead, and this movie really is great. I mean, the third dimension really made me feel like I was there. I was being romanced by LavonD. However, I'm going to give this movie a 1. After seeing this film, I realized I could never live up to this man's capability of being romantic.
Oh, you guys are silly. You're looking at it the wrong way. Another thing, this movie, the tickets were $30 for this movie for an individual ticket, which was very expensive. But I don't know. Again, I'd never had a man ride up to me on a horse. And after seeing this, I now have. And I know you say that you feel bad that you'll never be that. But maybe it's about receiving. And you did receive that. I got that from this film. I was romanced. And
what's the saying? It's better to be romanced once than to never be romanced at all?
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. And I was. So I give it a 2. I think you guys are nuts.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel heartbreak giving it a 1, but I have to because LavonD is no longer there. Excuse me. So that's 4 seeds. 4 points. Now, at our commercial break, I had a chance to pass these seeds off to Alex to pick them out and gave him the soil too. So Alex, you can go ahead and take care of that.
I'm excited to plant seeds. Here we go.
What do you got there?
I'm just pushing them in with my finger.
Oh, are you looking? What does that one look like?
I mean, this one is definitely, well, I was going to say definitely, but I have no idea. I was going to say maybe a strawberry seed. It looks like those little seeds on the outside of a strawberry. I'm going to plant that one. And then
okay. Yeah, that's the strawberry because I think we already planted the flax.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a strawberry. I have no idea what this one is. This one's just all...
Does that one have stripes?
Nope. It's just all black. It's just the all black one. It's big. It's really big. It's all black.
Does it smell like anything in particular?
Nope. It's nothing. Just a big black seed that doesn't smell like anything.
I think she said that and a dead spider accidentally got in there, but plant that anyway.
Could absolutely be a dead spider.
I hope that's not a cursed seed.
With no legs. I'm sure it's not.
Oh, God.
No more of that.
Brandon, why did you even say that?
And this last one is an almond, and I'm putting that in. Is an almond a seed? I think so. I mean, it's in here. It must be.
It's a nut. Does it look like an almond? Like ready to eat?
An almond. I put in an almond.
That's not going to grow.
Yeah, you should just eat that.
Let's see.
It's salt.
Just eat that.
Hey, no.
Eat that and then plant the next one.
All right. That was an almond. All right. And I'll plant this one. And I don't know what that is, but I'm planting it. Oh.
Does that one have stripes?
Nope.
Oh, damn it.
I don't think there's many striped seeds. Anyway. All right. Good.
Great.
Moving on.
Okay, so should we kick another ad for our listeners? I know they love our reads and our ads.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm excited to share another product.
Laughlin, Nevada is proud to announce the grand reopening of the pony races. Come on down and cheer for your favorite ponies as they race on our premium 1.3-mile track. We've got brand new ponies as well as returning champs. Dad's Cash, Equilibrium, and of course 2015 November Cup winner, Outside Sandal. What are you waiting for? Weekly races every Friday night. Oh, that one sounds interesting. That was interesting. I don't know how I feel about that service.
I'll be trying it soon.
I will be trying it soon, though. Alex, will you be trying it soon?
Sure will.
Okay.
Has the joke gotten better?
No. It's more cryptic.
Okay, what's next?
So we're at 16 points.
16. One more. Maybe.
Unless it blows.
Unless it sucks. Okay, guys. I know I'm always excited, but this week I'm a little bit more excited because we got to see a science fiction film. I know we haven't got to review a lot of those. We've been getting a decent amount of user mail requesting it, so this is a sci-fi film called Worm Run. On the planet Durlock, humans are now owned by worms. Basically, this movie was about what would happen if worms enslaved humans and the hijinks that would ensue.
Mm-hmm.
Hijinks. That's an interesting way to describe it. I would call it terror.
Frightening things, yeah. So these humans are like captured by worms, and they're like kept naked, and they live in kind of little closety things, and the worms get inside their brains, and they race them. It's awful. It's a human slavery. It's no good.
It's hard to watch. The humans get raced in the dark, sweaty arenas under, subterranean arenas, and the humans are forced to
like dig and burrow, and they're not, built for that.
Burrow, do the worm, the famous dance move to move along the race courses. This was rough. This was rough to watch, but again, an interesting exploration of what happens when you let maybe the worms are a metaphor for an idea, taking over your brain.
Well, and
or
then
something like that. I don't know.
But the main plot is one of the worms. I think what is it? What's the name? Dilloy. I don't know how to say it. Dilloy. He's like one of the greatest worm racers in their society or whatever. I didn't catch exactly why he has the change of heart. He has a change of heart and he decides to let his human go. Here's the thing: it's like a lot of the communication that the worms do is all telepathy or whatever. They communicate with their brains, and the film doesn't subtitle any of that. So there's scenes when the worms are kind of communicating, and you just have to kind of, fill in the story somewhat. So I missed why, but he has a change of heart. He decides to let his human go. The other worms try to capture his human, played by Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, I don't know. For me, again, the choice of not having subtitles or anything made it difficult. Fun to fill in blanks and fill in what you think's going on, but a little difficult and a lot to ask, I felt.
I'd rather they do that than have English voices or something, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to each his own.
Yeah, I think...
You'd rather have that than the worm language, or...
I like telepathy. I mean, spoiler alert, but at the end of the film, there's a stinger about even how the worms on this planet are able to read our minds. So, yeah, I think telepathy is definitely the way to go.
That seemed really real. Because that seemed almost like a nature documentary type segment. Is that real science, or is that something they doctored up to sort of screw with us?
I think it's real science, and then they wrote the movie based on that. Yeah. I think Durlac. I don't know about Durlac, the planet, but it might have been found recently.
All right, you guys are ridiculous. I give Worm Run a 1. I give it a 1. I don't like it. And Mark Wahlberg. I normally like him a lot, but not in this. Anyway,
are you kidding me?
I am.
So
not.
All right. Well, I appreciate your review, but just before I jump into my review, I want to say that the telepathy was demonstrated through excellent acting, twitching the face, wiggling the body. That's how the worms showed that they were using the human to project their telepathic thoughts. And I thought Mark Wahlberg nailed that weird wiggling and twitching of the face. I thought that was really exciting to watch. So this movie gets a 1 from me because, yeah, it was terrible.
Okay, good. All right. I'm glad you agreed. I was worried there. Brent?
Yeah, I didn't really enjoy the film. I wanted to enjoy the light at the end of the tunnel when the worm lets his human go, but even that felt a little tainted by everything we saw beforehand. So 1 point for me as well.
A literal light at the end of the tunnel.
It's digging.
Yeah.
All right. Worm Run gets a 3. 3 seeds.
3 points.
All right. I'm putting this one in. And hey, Luke, this one is striped. This is a sunflower seed. Putting in a sunflower seed here.
Okay.
I want to say this is an orange seed, like an orange tree, but I don't.
You could taste it.
Well, then we might
smell
lose
it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Smell it.
I mean,
Start with smelling it.
Citrusy. A little citrusy.
Oh, good call.
That one in there. And then I do not know what this last one is.
What does it look like?
Bluish, blue-black.
Oh, I think that's just some kind of flower, petunia or something.
Whatever. Some sort of flowery petunia thing. Putting that one in there. And it looks like we're at 19. Looks like we have
this
19.
is unheard of.
Oh, man. We only need 1 point. We're so close.
So no matter what, this will be our last one. Whatever we review, even if it gets the lowest score, gets us out of here. Because we have laundry to do.
Yeah, it's been a long
All right,
day.
I guess this is a rare episode where we're gonna kick another ad. Hold on, there's a plane. All right, let's kick that ad. Yo, users of the internet. Unless you've been banned from touching a computer, you've probably already heard about SCRUMLINK 2.0. SCRUMLINK 2.0 has dominated the web helper code space on top app stores since its release in February, and has several new features to help expedite your workload. 4 new optimized Scrum links are ready to drag and drop, and the newly added Scrum Wizard helps you quick base your code for non-platform dependent web spaces. Bid adieu to fragmented hyperlinks and bonjour to simplicity with SCRUMLINK 2.0, available wherever apps are. That sounds like a promising sponsor. I like these guys a lot. Brandon?
Definitely, yeah. I hope they do business with us. Great product.
I think I actually want to try this product.
Now that you mention it, I'm going to try it soon as well. Thanks.
Dare I ask, Alex?
Sure, I'll try the fucking product.
Okay.
Foul-mouthed Alex strikes again.
It's been a while since we've had foul-mouthed Alex, so...
Yeah, you still have that jar that we set up, right? Can you throw a coin or whatever we decided into that jar?
I have to put in $10 every time I cuss.
A $10 bill.
Yeah. Swear jar. Hey, it keeps you from cussing, because that little penny I could afford, but $10, that's an expensive F-bomb I just dropped.
That's a latte at Starbucks.
Or it could be a Brooklyn Lunchable.
In case people haven't figured it out, just to make this all make sense, sometimes we drop the sponsorships in the edit, so we don't know what sponsorships are, and so that's why they're asking if I liked it, because we don't know, and so they're just razzing me.
I heard it, Alex. I don't know why you didn't hear the sponsor. Brandon, you heard it, right?
Absolutely. I love all of our products, and I hear them very loudly.
This thing's very edited.
So we'll check. We'll check with. It's not. We'll check with our tech feed and see if you've got a problem with your headphones whenever we run those ad spots.
Have a tech feed.
How's your advertisement line? Is it fed directly into your house? Or do you share like an ad Wi-Fi with everybody in the building?
It's hardwired. But we do have a dish up on the main complex.
Yeah, just check the connection. You must not be hearing it.
Yeah.
I zoned you guys out. I wasn't listening.
I'll check. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe it's just zoning it out. All right. Well, let's do another movie, guys.
Last movie. Here it goes.
This week we had the opportunity to review an eye-opening documentary called Finga FlO, and I think you guys are excited about this. I hope so. It's a silent doc about American Sign Language rappers. Interesting topic, something I really know nothing about.
It's a niche.
And interesting genre, too, because how often do we have the opportunity to see a silent film?
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. One of the first things that you have to realize about ASL, American Sign Language, is that it is not Universal Sign Language. It says in there, American Sign Language. And so it's interesting that this... that there's a part when they bring in other sign language rappers from other countries, and the people that this film follows don't totally understand what they're saying. It's just neat that it's such a niche kind of thing, but it's a community that supports itself so well. And they're lyrically, it was beautiful. It is subtitled, so you can know what they're saying.
Yeah, they're great rappers.
Right.
The flow is incredible. I mean, this was basically 8 Mile, but done silently. I really felt it.
Yeah, I was feeling this one as well. And strangely, much more to the beat than even Pet Stomp.
Yeah.
Strangely, musically, even though it was absolutely silent, I found this musically more entertaining than Pet Stomp. Sorry, Pet Stomp.
Well, I think humans have better ability to keep rhythm than a dog that doesn't understand that it's being, banged up against a trash can.
Sure, and of course, the hearing impaired, they can still feel, bass vibrations and different
Rhythm.
vibrations. So they're not totally unfamiliar with music, of course.
Yeah, I gotta say, this movie's amazing. It was really cool. These people are amazing. It's really cool to watch someone do to rap in sign language. Some of it was fast. Some of these guys are fast, and the ladies too. There's guys and girls in this, and they're all very talented.
Yeah, they each have their own unique personalities. There was like the
Eyes Wide. She was awesome.
Right.
She's really cool. She's
Her
eyes
eyes
wide
really
because
wide.
I guess when she's they do these they do underground kind of rap battle kind of circles, and she's called Eyes Wide because she, I guess, never misses anything. Because people in the crowd will comment with sign language, and she catches everything. Yeah. So she'll incorporate. She'll see while she's flowing. Someone says something to someone, and then she'll incorporate that. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, she'll catch a hater in the corner and she'll
burn them.
She'll riff. Harsh. Yeah. It's great.
Actually, we have a little clip from this movie I want to roll for our listeners. Here's a clip from Finga FlO.
Spoil time.
That part was great.
Yeah. Wow.
Interesting you chose to show the final shot, but it is a beautiful shot.
Yeah. I'm sorry. We're going to have to put a little spoiler alert on that for our viewers, but
I'll do it in editing.
Okay, great. Yeah, I really I just thought that was such a powerful scene. I wanted to revisit that. Okay, so this episode's running.
Sorry, we got to review this thing, right?
Yeah.
A 2, a huge 2 for me. I loved Finga FlO.
Now you guys can't see it, but I've got my peace sign up for a 2.
Nice, good
for Finga FlO.
Yeah, I'm going to give it 2 points as well. A great documentary. I love a documentary that introduces me to something new and something that is pretty awesome. So,
yeah, all right. So Finga FlO gets a 6, planting 6 more seeds here, and we do have enough. They gave us about 35 of them. All right, put in 30, I guess 4 now because I ate that almond. Anyway, all right, dropping in 6 more seeds here. I don't know what this one is. Little black seed.
Yeah, they gave us extra seeds because we tried to explain the show to them, but they weren't really interested. They wanted to sell more plants. I think that's at least the vibe I got.
This is a whole sycamore. This is a whole, we used to call these itch bombs, but it's a whole sycamore seed thing. I don't think this is how this gets planted, but I'm going to shove this giant thing in here.
That comes off a sycamore or comes off an oak?
That's a sycamore, I think.
I thought it came from the itchy tree.
Yeah, exactly. Itch bombs. All right.
I think you might have.
I think that's an elm tree seed.
Don't plant that.
No, those are bad.
Don't plant that.
To have those. I'm planting it.
Good catch.
We'll kill it. No, we'll kill it. We'll raise it and then we'll kill it. That'll be revenge on the elms. Cool. And that's all 6 there. Just planted 6 little guys in there, and we are good.
Great job, Alex. Thank you.
Yeah, nice work, everyone.
You definitely have a green thumb. I'm looking forward to
harvesting those different seeds that we planted today. Yeah, and hopefully we plant a little seed with our listeners. Of course, listening, telling your friends, sharing, liking, all that is great. What really helps us a lot is getting those reviews up on the iTunes store. iTunes uses a little bit of a different review system than we have. They have 5. So go on iTunes, it's very simple. Just give us a 5, write a little something out. Haha, those guys were great. And that really helps our show along if you guys do like it. So thanks in advance for doing that. Thanks to all our Patreon donors. We haven't really come up with the next thing, the abacus. We'll get to that later, more about that later. And yeah, thanks again, guys. Anything you guys want to add before we say goodbye?
No, I had a good time.
I had a great time too.
Thanks, guys. That was a fun show. Next week, we're going to be reviewing Running, Stripper Bot, Sean in Law, Inside Outside, and Die Do Die.
Doug Price.